Good morning, good morning, good morning. TGIM, my friends. Happy Monday. I think I almost did say TGIF. But it probably wouldn't be me if I didn't. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. When you're on, drop it in the comments. The sunshine, maybe some palm trees, I don't know, whatever you're feeling today, whatever you're feeling. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. Welcome to Coffee Talk. Robin, good morning. Katie, good morning. Tammy, good morning. Kim, good morning. And now I feel funny saying, milk foam is on point. Beth, good morning. Have the day off so I get to join live. I love it. Lori, presents. I love that. Is there meaning behind it? Charlene, good morning. I love it. You guys are fantastic. I love starting my Mondays with you and my cup of coffee, which I feel like now I have to show everybody that my cup is as big as my head. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Charmaine. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Carrie. Happy Monday, my friends. I hope, each day is a gift or a present. I love that. I love it. I love it. You know, you could have probably added a couple. I was like, maybe if she would have added this emoji, I wouldn't have guessed it. I wouldn't have guessed it. Andrea, good morning. Happy Monday, my friends. I just love starting my day with you. I was going to say I love starting my week, but I truly love starting my day with you guys. Your energy is contagious. I hope you feel that because I feel it on this side. So I hope you guys feel that. Jackie, good morning. Karen, good morning. My favorite good morning is when they do have the exclamation points. Like those are my favorite. Amy's got 5 of them. Good morning, Amy, or better known as Camille, I don't know. Sad news. Is it Prince Philip passed away? I feel like from watching all of the episodes, what's it called? What are the shows on Netflix called about them? Oh my goodness. Well, either way, I felt like
documentaries.
I felt like I knew the man.
The Crown?
Yes, The Crown. I felt like I knew him. And I'm very sad for them. Very sad. Kimberly, good morning, and a little sunshine. All right, time to get down to business. Amy, The Crown. Yes. Good morning. How you're logged in as me? What the heck? What did the police officer say to his belly button? You're under a vest. Oh boy, Deanna, I'm here. I love it. All right. I felt like a couple things came through and I missed them, but maybe not. All right. So the title of today's show is How Deep Do Your Habits Run? Now, a couple of things kind of spurred this. One was I caught a little video clip of Mel Robbins. And then yesterday, listening to our church sermon, my mind started spiraling and just made me think how deep some of our habits run. And we don't even really look at them as habits, but it's so true. Our whole life, everything we do is created by the habits. And I don't know that I've always thought about it like this. Ashley, good morning. So a lot of times we talk about habits in regards to our nutrition, our working out, hydration. We talk about our habits that have all to do with all those things. Snacking, all of that. So we're going to dig even a little bit deeper on that today. So one of the things that I started thinking about was how we categorize ourselves. Good morning, Kelly. I'm just somebody who runs late. I'm just a procrastinator. I'm not a morning person, but I want to dig a little bit deeper into those things and get us to realize how much those really aren't who we are or what we are, but those are things that are created by the habits that we do, the actions that we take. So do you know somebody, or are you that person? Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Jenny, who says, I'm always running late. We kind of all laugh about it, but I want you to really think about the habits that create the things that cause you to be late. Habits are, you're probably doing things up until the very last minute of having to leave, and then realizing as you're ready to walk out the door that you are forgetting something, that you're not organized enough to walk out the door. You don't know where your purse is. You don't know where your keys are. Habits. I'm a procrastinator, right? I've heard that all. I'm just a procrastinator, and people, we say it so nonchalantly because we've been that person for so long that it just kind of becomes our identity. I always run late. I don't know, I'm a procrastinator, or we joke about somebody being a procrastinator. You aren't a procrastinator. You just have a habit, and I'm not even going to call it a bad habit. You just have a habit of putting easier things before the harder things, which makes it look like you are a procrastinator. Lori, so guilty of this. I am not a planner, so that can add stress, but I'm working on it. Okay, well, let's break that down. Let's break that down into your habits. So if you're not a planner, you have a habit of not wanting to write down the things that you have to get done. You have a habit of not committing to things in a schedule. It's not that you're not a planner, but your habits, and these are probably now habits that have happened for what? 20, 30 years. You have habits that lead you to believe you're not a planner. What are the habits? Barbara, that all makes sense. Yes, so you have, so I'm not a morning person, and I'll bet you we hear this one at least once a week. It's not that you're not a morning person, it's that you have a habit of staying up late. You have a habit of hitting the snooze button. You have a habit of sleeping in until the last possible moment. You have a habit of not getting things ready for the morning. It's not that you're not a morning person. It's that you have habits that just don't allow you to be that right now. How many of you jumped into a 21 Tough and all of a sudden you can get up for 5:30 in the morning? It's not that all of a sudden you are now a morning person. Something in your life changed. Was it that you have a habit of setting an alarm? You now have a habit of going to bed early. Everything we are and do is a habit. It's come from a habit or habit of some source. I work best in chaos. Anybody ever said that, or anybody ever heard somebody say it? I work best in chaos. No, I have a habit. I have a habit of not being organized. I have a habit of multitasking. It's not that you work best in chaos. Nobody truly works best in chaos. It's that you haven't built habits to work any other way. My house is never clean. My house is never clean. It's just the kids come and go. I have so much to do. Now this might sting for a couple of you. I have a habit of not picking up after myself. I have a habit of not making the kids pick up after themselves. I have a habit that when I could be cleaning, I instead sit down and read a book. I have a habit of watching Netflix before I decide to pick up the house. I have a habit, I know this is totally going to shake some of you up, but everything you say you are or aren't is created by your habits. Some of it is good, some of it is not good, but I don't feel like we have to label it. I just feel like maybe it's time to address it and then decide how we want to change it. Michelle, morning person, didn't think I was now. I didn't think I was. Now I'm out every day. And what had to change? Your habits. Your habits had to change. Alyssa, guilty. We're all guilty of it in one way or another. Chuck and I, there are so many things that we have had to change. One of us gets our coffee ready. We get the coffee pot ready to go so that it starts before we get up in the morning. But that had to become a habit. Otherwise, what do? You get up, you're making your coffee, you're stressed out because the coffee's not ready, you're trying to get your smoothie, you're trying to get the kids ready, you haven't had time to make your coffee, and all of a sudden that cup you made because it was ready when the chaos was happening is sitting in the microwave cold. Our habits run so deep that we start to become the result, and then we start to identify with the end result. And that's where I am a procrastinator. I'm just somebody who runs late. I'm just somebody who works best in chaos. It really isn't that, but we've begun to identify with that, because changing the habits for those things, it's a little scary. And sometimes we don't even want to recognize how many habits got us there. Yet when we start on this weight loss journey, when we start on the working out journey, when we start on the eating healthier journey, so we have to take a hard look at our habits, and so many of them have to change. Michelle, good morning. It's the same thing for this. Everything we do or associate ourselves with is combined habits. It's combined habits. So if there is something in your life that maybe you feel like you've said it as a joke, but you've said it long enough, it's time to take a look at what the habits are that bring you there and decide what is one habit that I can change this week so I can start to change the narrative on the I am person. And instead of the I am person, I'm becoming someone who doesn't like to work in chaos. I'm becoming someone who doesn't want to live in a messy house. I'm becoming someone who doesn't want to walk into an organization. I'm becoming someone who doesn't want to have a messy desk. Ashley, unloading the dishwasher. Funny, you know what? That is cleaning the kitchen, the dishes, the dishwasher. I despise it. So it's one of the very first things I force myself to do when I have a minute. Because we work from home, I find it very easy to sit right at my spot with my computer and not want to move for hours. I have forced myself to get up every half an hour and go and do a task, whether it's unloading the dishwasher, washing the dishes that are on the counter, maybe throwing a load of laundry over, folding a load of laundry, but I force myself to walk away and do it. Before I get to sit on the couch in the afternoon and watch Netflix or read a book, I have to have some of those tasks done. Am I tired? Yes. Is it the last thing I want to do? Yes. But it makes me happier when it's done. It makes my mind happier. It makes life a little bit more joyful, knowing that not only is that area of the house clean, but that I can take pride in that. So what is it today that you're always stressing about? You know, I've been seeing this, if anybody's on TikTok, there's all these house cleaning ladies, and they have a chore grid. They have stuff they do on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, and Sunday. And every day they do those little bit of chores so that their house stays clean and organized as best as possible, because I know that's not always the way it goes. But that's how you have to break things down into habits. That goal checker for each day, that's a habit checker. Those are habits. On Mondays, you're just going to get into the habit of doing that. On Tuesdays, the habit of doing that. Tammy, I have the habit of getting up and doing the 5:30 a.m. workout. This took a long time. Now it's easy for me. I love that. Everything, you'll do it so often, it becomes a habit, and you won't even realize that at one point in time you didn't have that habit. Barbara, folding laundry is my bad habit. It's the last thing I do. All right, Barbara. Now you got to put laundry the first thing on your list. Get it done with. Get it done with every day before you do anything else. The dishes, maybe the dusting. You have to do the laundry first. Can you imagine? Can you only imagine? Karen, someone once told me, imagine you have a list of to-dos, and it included eat a frog. Do it first to get it over with. We'll often say, eat your frog. Yes. Yes. I know we all have those things that we're like, that we put off and we put off and we put off. But why do we put it off? Because we have habits that we've created over the years that when we see the frog, we want to go tend to the dogs, or we want to go tend to the elephant. We don't want to eat the frog. I love it. I love it. Deanna, it's a book. It is. Robin, dusting. I love dusting. I would rather dust every nook and cranny in my house than to do the dishes. And that's why I always do them first. When I start to make a list of my to-dos for checking emails, doing the banking, all that, I always do the one I despise the most. The one I know that is either going to take the longest time, the most mental capacity, or the one I just don't like doing. I always do that one first so I can get it out of the way, so I can move on to the next thing and then the next thing. And as I do that, I'm moving on to the things I enjoy and I have that hard one out of the way. That's it today, my friends. Message is short and sweet. I just want you digging a little bit deeper on what those things are. What are your habits that are keeping you in some of this space? What are the habits? I want you to look deep this week, dig deep this week, find out what they are. What are your triggers? Your triggers are habits. What are they? And what are they telling you to do? Ashley, it is now my son's chore. And you know what? That's wonderful. Our kids don't learn if they don't have to do it. Our kids just won't learn if they don't have to do it. Charmaine, thanks, Roxanne. Now I'm washing dishes so I don't have to do them tonight. Should have been done last night. I love it. I love it. Here's that. Eat that frog. Eat that frog. I love it. Barbara, have a great day. Kelly, I hate meal planning. I started to find a meal each day instead of waiting till the end of the week. I love that. I have my menu hanging on the fridge. I'll tell you, 2 days before we go grocery shopping, I start to create the meal plan. I don't love it. It takes a lot of time. I have to find the meals. I have to write down what I need to grocery shop for. But I'll tell you what, I love when I can just go to that list and see what I'm going to make this week. What meat do I have to pull out? And I never deviate from it. I never deviate from that list. It is the perfect plan, but it took me a long time to get there. It took me 44 years to get to a place where I created that menu and I actually stick to it. All right, my friends, I love you all. Go out and have a great day. Keep your eyes open for those habits, for those triggers. Today's the day we're going to start digging deep and working on them. All right, my friends, TGIM, have a wonderful day.